All right. Hey. We are on Jay Talks. Got a special show for you tonight. I've got a special guest, Miss Michelle Wilson, bringing some power, bringing some positivity, and bringing the thing that we focus on the most, which is confidence in each and every area of your life. So I'm glad to have you here with us, Michelle. Why don't you introduce yourself to the world, to the Jay Talks world, and maybe just give us a little background. Tell us about where you're at, what you've been doing, and you being a mother of three. How are you pulling this off?
By the grace of God, I tell you what, Mr. Noland, first and foremost, I appreciate you having me on this J Talks here. I'm super excited, very humbled to be here. Being a student of yours for the past 8 years, I mean, almost 10 years now, to see how I've grown as a person, as a mother, as a woman in business and personal things. It's just been great, to see where I'm at now, compared to where I was when you first met me. When you first met me, I was pregnant actually with my first little girl,
Yes.
I had just gotten let go from the nursing field. I was working as a nurse and in the medical field for probably about 7, 8 years at the time. I had dabbled in working as an EMT, worked in the ambulance, got to dabble in working in the ER, which was really, really fun. And then my husband, yeah, he was in the military. We ended up going to North Carolina, and I was able to work at an urgent care where I met my mentor, Mrs. Tracy Hulk, as it is now. And I hope I didn't hammer her last name right now, but she was my mentor and, guiding me to, the world of nursing. And I loved it. And I was like, that's it for me. She taught me everything. And then I went on to, LVN school, graduated LVN school. I was in their fast track, program. So I was able to get that done within 18 months. Started doing that, worked in a couple different places. And, unfortunately, I ended up getting let go. Even though was really good at my job, I was considered a liability being pregnant, 8 months pregnant with my patient he was epileptic and autistic, at the same time. And of course, I'm going to hurt myself at 8 months pregnant. So, unfortunately, they let me go. Life hit us pretty hard. We ended up losing pretty much everything. My husband ended up losing his job, a little bit after that. And that's how we got into the world of network marketing. Honestly, it was a blessing. We met Mr. JC Rangel, through Mr. Actually Landry Landeros, rest in peace with him. But we actually met him through him, and sat down, and our life has never been the same. We dove into business. I let go of my nursing background, and we were just dabbling in multiple companies, and got to meet again amazing people like yourself, and our lives were literally changed. And that's why I really think that everything happens for a reason. And as painful as things happen to you, you know as you're going through the pain, you start seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, on the end of the tunnel, and start to realize, there was something else designed better for me, on the other side. And I had to go through that pain to unravel a layer that I didn't even know was there, and and even just now, and in life now, I'm still going through those things. And you're still going to have life throw you curveballs, and you're going to get hit, and it's going to hurt, but you make the choice of, what are you going to do with that? Are you going to cry and just suffer through the pain? Or are you going to learn from it and do something with it? And so, every time, going through a trial, Mr. Nolan, I always created something. I always wanted to develop something. We had a trial going in with financial things, and we did really good in network marketing. I was able to get out of my comfort zone and create a women's movement, in network marketing, which was really, really amazing, because we don't see too many women, succeeding in an industry like that. That's very hard. You got to get out there, out of your comfort zone, and everything. And, this last venture for me, I was going through some personal things, and instead of wallowing in it, I said, you know what, I need to create something. And I was bullied a lot as a kid, and I've always kind of had these things happen to me. But I always laughed through it, or I grew through it, or I created something through it. So that's how Ronnie was actually created. So now I'm here doing something completely different again, with business. But I mean, business side along the side of me going through these ventures, I've been blessed, with growing not only myself but my family. I have a beautiful 7-year-old little girl, Zoe. I have a beautiful 5-year-old, feisty 5-year-old, Miss Taylor. And then I have my little 1-year-old, Aaliyah. So definitely have my hands full when it comes to create Michelle, but also be super mom Michelle, and help run businesses, help run companies, develop new things. So it's a lot of different layers that I do. So that's kind of, I guess, me in a nutshell. Real quick.
This is great, and there's people on here from all over the world, from different backgrounds, different industries. And that's what I love about this show. We don't know what's going to happen. It's not scripted. I didn't call Michelle and go, here's your script. I just said, hey, we want to do something special. We want to highlight and bring on different people from different parts of the world and really tap into what this particular movement's about. Now, this movement, Jay Talks, is all centered around our company, Jay Noland Coaching, this division of MYB, actually of all of our powerhouse publishing company. Now, listen to this. All things confidence. Now, what we've been doing, Michelle, is every time I do Jay Talks, we got people that have questions about confidence. So we've got a chat board that's starting to blow up here. Here, guys, I want you guys to share this. Number one, we want you to share this with anybody you know that wants confidence. And especially if you know women out there that might have lower self-esteem or not have the self-worth, because we can help you right here, right now. I'm going to ask Michelle some questions. I promise you. I don't know what she's going to say, but I know it's going to be hot. About empowering other people, especially. Now, here's what's going to happen, Michelle. And I don't even know if Michelle knew this. She inspired me because of her strength, because of her fortitude. She inspired me to kick off this next week. We're going to have a full week, Michelle, Women Empowerment Week on our platform. And you were the inspiration for this. When we said we're going to have Michelle on Jay Talks. Now, what can you say to the woman out there, or the man, but the women, I want you to especially listen. Because when I met you for the first time, you had your head kind of down and you were shy and you weren't speaking like you're speaking right now. So when I met you, something's happened since then. I know you've been through challenges. And the thing about confidence is it always is checking to see if you're going to accept the challenge. Michelle, you accepted the challenge. What encouraging words can you say to someone out there, especially a mother that's trying to figure out how does she balance her life and then get something going for her own self-esteem?
Well, I mean, as a woman and as a mother, you know, what what creates self-esteem? A lot of us try to rely on certain things to create self-esteem or to give us self-esteem. Is it the outfits we wear? Is it the makeup we put on? Is it, maybe how we feel when we're doing something, or working out? Like what are these things that we do to give ourselves or to get self-esteem? A lot of us don't realize that we need to give ourselves self-esteem. And the best way for you to give yourself self-esteem is to do what the masses are not. And that's one big thing, Mr. Nolan, that you always taught me is if everybody's going the same direction, you need to run in the opposite direction. And, going through challenges, I'm going to be honest. I'm a human. I'll sob about my challenges. I'll pray about my challenges. I'll try to figure things out and question. However, where is that getting me? The masses are the ones who just want to sit and wallow. And and to gain my self-esteem back from whatever situation I'm going through, I said, you know what? How do I give myself self-esteem?
Mm.
Not what L'Oreal can give me, not what Kit Kardashian can give me, not what the MAC makeups can give me. What can I give myself?
Hold on
So
now. Hold on. You just said something there. What can self-esteem? You just said, how can you esteem yourself? Go on in on that, Michelle. Don't you hold back.
so giving myself self-esteem, creating something for myself. And that's something that, I kind of held back a lot of times where I'm so worried about taking care of everybody else. And moms, it's okay to be selfish. Okay, it's okay to be selfish, and in order for you to be selfless. I know that probably doesn't make sense, but I'll kind of break it down for you. We're so worried about taking care of the mundane, things every single day. I got to make sure the clothes are washed, the kids are taken care of, the food is done. Make sure I look good for my husband. If you're not married, maybe the single moms, maybe I'll find the right guy. So maybe I can make sure I'm doing all things right, and whatever the case may be. But what are you doing for yourself? Because you're gonna burn yourself out to the point where sometimes you end up doubting yourself, or you're maybe not liking how your life is going, and you're stressing all these things out. So sometimes you have to stop and say, what do I want to give myself? Because when I give things to myself, I'm also creating things for my children. My kids are seeing my mom is going through a lot of things. And my mom was very selfish in a positive way, right? She was very selfish in a positive way, because she taught us, no matter what challenge you go through, you need to inspire yourself, right? And you need to, gain something for yourself so you can be able to be an example for those around you. So, mom, what are you doing, to maybe innovate something in our family? What are we creating to make things better, to not have the same boring in and out life? Like, things, again, Mr. Nolan told me, homework. Like, nobody loves homework. Go home, then to work. Go home, then go to work, right? So you got to get out of that mundane rut. And so, I created Ronnie based off of, what do I want to really impact, not only myself, but other people around me, but most importantly, my children. My little girls, I'm saying this humbly, me as a mother, but they're the most confident little girls that I know. And that's one big thing, is I very much still instill that, because I wasn't that confident little girl. Mr.
Well,
Nolan, you were right.
Michelle, you brought up Ronnie. I don't know if people know you're a brand new author, that you've got this book. Talk about this book, and explain to people, what do you mean by Ronnie, and what's going on with it? How can they get Ronnie? Because I think all these kids and these parents need Ronnie as well.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Um, Ronnie is, what's funny is, my best friend just said it to me yesterday. Ronnie's me. Ronnie is me. Ronnie is everything that I have been developed into the person I am now. Ronnie is a personal development 4-year-old coach. Okay. Um, he is, someone who is taught by his mother personal development, how to, and just so you know, I guess a little hint is, this is not the first book. We have multiple kind of coming ahead here, but overcoming objections, overcoming adversity. I was bullied a lot as a kid, and I was very, like Mr. Nolan said, my head was always down. I was fun, I was loud, I was outgoing, but I was not confident in myself. I always did for other people. And it was because I was bullied so much. I was always told, Michelle, you can't do that. Michelle, maybe you shouldn't, go to that level of school, because I don't think you're going to be able to do it. I don't want you to be disappointed. Michelle, I look like a huge tomboy. I got made fun of because I was a tomboy. I was they used to call me Mowgli. I was dark little girl, short hair. And I got bullied a lot in school. But what I realized is, all the bullying that I got, if anything, helped me reveal who I truly am. They bullied me and pointed out all of my differences that people wish they had.
Woo.
And so I actually thank my bullies, even the people who bully me now. Thank you for revealing who I really am. And that's what Ronnie does is he reveals, yeah, you're right, I'm different. What do you have that's different? And you sit back and think, if you don't have anything that's different, then you're just basic. And there's nothing good about being basic. Who wants to be generic with no flaws? Flaws are something that you can utilize to your advantages. Flaws are something that you can grow from and create something amazing with. Flaws are something that you can utilize to teach other people a lesson. And so I thank the bullies, that I had growing up. And I thank the bullies who try to bully me now. Because if anything, you're just making the person who I really am that much more stronger. And
Yeah.
that's what Ronnie does. Ronnie instills strength in not only himself, but the people around him that were bullying him. And uh, they ended up being his friend, but that's what Ronnie comes from. Like I said, Ronnie is me, I guess, in a sense.
And you made Ronnie a rhino. Rhinos got thick skin. Like
Yes,
that.
I honestly,
Was that on purpose?
it is. Ronnie was on purpose. Rhino thick skin, and was taught rhinos don't like. They go forward. They see danger. They don't step back from it. They attack it and knock it out of the way. They have no fear, and so I figured, why not make Ronnie not this angry person, but utilizing his strength in a helpful way.
Right. This is beautiful. You know what? I'm loving this. All right. Now you can get Michelle's book. You can see Ronnie the Rhino by Michelle Wilson. Can they get it on Amazon?
You can get it on Amazon, or you can get it through myself. I know we have a couple things working right now. You can get it through myself, and I can actually send you a signed, autographed book to you as well, so you can just kind of.
How do people get it from you, Michelle, directly? How do they get it from you?
Right now, since we are on the works of platforms and everything like that, the best way is to be my friend. Personally message me right now, and we can go ahead and get all the details worked out, shipped to you personally here from me today, and I will have signed to you if you want to. If it's for somebody special. Me personally, whenever I receive a book for somebody, it's empty. I give it right back because I want to know, why did you get me a book? Who did it come from? Why did it come from them? Which is why I have that in the book, actually, because it's very important. Because a book is something very valuable to give to somebody. It's not a toy. It's not, a piece of clothing. Yes, it's very personal. So
Very
that's what.
personal. I like this. I like this about the book. And I also like the fact, we were going through this with our son, is that, at the end, after the end, it's really kind of like the beginning, because they can draw a picture of themselves and, and then they can color in and get creative here. So I love that you added that touch, Michelle.
Thank you.
I'm pumped about this, you see, because we want to feature people's strengths on this show. All of you got different strengths, and we want to inspire. That's why I think it's so important what we're doing with this Women's Empowerment Week. I want everybody to understand what's going to happen. So on this channel, you get 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, Monday through Saturday next week, the 7th through the 12th. We're going to do a woman's empowerment show, and we're going to feature different women every day. So every day, what we're doing now is we're reaching out and we are grabbing women. Look at that logo, by the way. Man, is that logo hot or is that hot? I gotta give it up to my wife right there, Michelle. She created this logo. How do you like that logo?
That is awesome. That is amazing. Awesome job, Lena.
I mean, she went to town on that, but you know what? She's a powerhouse woman. And, I've got some videos coming out for women to empower women. And I think that real men, they're the ones that empower women. Weak men, fake men are the ones that put women down. So what we want to do is I want to find these, what you say, differences, these weaknesses where people are being picked on. I want to go ahead and give this platform to people and deal with people so that they can go ahead and fill those holes of confidence. This is about confidence. And see, this is why I created this platform. And I'm going to continue to do things to accelerate this platform. Let me give you an example. And then I want to get back to Michelle. So on the 12th of December, Saturday, so we're talking about next Saturday, a little over a week away, I'm going to do a 4-hour training called Confidence Base Camp. So if you like what you're hearing from Michelle, she's one of the people that I poured into years ago. She said about 8 years ago. And see, that seed I planted 8 years ago, we've watched that bloom and watched that grow. I have no idea what she's doing on a day-to-day basis, but look at her blossoming. Look at her grooming, how she's just literally on fire, and she's going to grow from here. And I told Michelle, we got to do some great things together here on this platform. So Michelle, how do you feel about me doing a confidence base camp, which is 4 hours of training on giving people all the tools that they need to climb the confidence mountain? And all they got to do is get a copy of my book, the 365 Quotes to Make You Better. Instead of paying me $300, $400, $500 to get into this conference, they just got to get a copy of the book. Go over to jnolandcoaching.net and get registered. How you feel about that? What would you say the value is?
Honestly, the value, you're crazy if you're having a book that brings you into, honestly, people would be spending thousands of dollars, and people have spent thousands of dollars to have any time with Mr. Noland. I mean, his training has literally created me millions. Multi-million-dollar business, that my husband is growing, and I work with him, growing his business, but millions of dollars. And I know myself, starting to grow my own business here, I am so confident and so sure that I will create a 7-figure income with this, because I have the tools that Mr. Noland has given me, and I just got to put it to work now. He's gave me the bag of tools, and I'm going to build something amazing. And I'm confident in doing that because I've had the skills. But if you guys don't get it plugged into this, you are missing out on an opportunity to make, even at minimum, a 6-figure income in a goal that you're trying to hit. If you're trying to create a business, even if it's not money for you guys, who wants to have a better family life? Who wants to be a better person? Who wants to change their mindset? That alone is priceless, because of the person you're going to become, from it, and people around you that you love, they're going to gain something from that, because you're now the example who got out of your comfort zone and got involved in an event like this. And 4 hours is not enough time. Honestly, I've had 8 years with this gentleman, and that's still not enough time. So, 4 years with Mr. Noland, and him pouring into you, and him bringing you people that he feels is going to pour in and excel. More knowledge is, guys, a book is, and then the book is what, $19.99?
$19.95. Or you can get it on Kindle for $9.95.
Yeah, for $20, Mr. Noland, for $20, this man wants to, pour into you. Yeah, you would be crazy not to. If you want to pay the $400, great. Pay the $400, yes, but why not be able to have not only 4 hours of knowledge and then 365 days of knowledge added to that with his book?
And see, this is what I love about the platform, is because you don't know which angle things are coming from, how things are going to flow, who's going to have things pour out of them. All of you should be inspired from some way, shape, form, or another. And I love what Michelle said. There's some people, they want to go build big business, and all these different industries that are available out there. There's some people, some women, they want to be a super mom. Great. There's some people want to be a super dad. There's people that want to be a more confident engineer. There's people that want to be a more confident in their missions work. I don't care where you're from, what industry you're involved in. If you're not involved in any industry, this is about confidence. Now, I can't guarantee you anything. I can't guarantee you're going to go out there and become successful at anything at all. You're going to have to put in the work at whatever you want to be successful at. If you want to be a successful mom, I guarantee you Michelle being a successful mom, if she had to put in work. If you want to be a successful spouse, you got to put in work. If you want to be a successful rock climber, you got to put in work. If you want to be a successful professional athlete, I've done that before. Man, it takes a ton of work. And who makes it and who doesn't make it? There's this incredible thin but thick line called confidence. If you don't have that thin line, it becomes thick in your life. And it becomes thicker by the day. And some people get it so thick that they feel that they can't bring it back. Now I'm here to tell you, we've got the tools and we've got the skills on our platform to help you, to put you in a position to where you can mentally and emotionally get a grip on yourself. So where you can get a grip on confidence. I just want to know, do you really want confidence? Because if you do, I'm laying it out for you here. I'm saying you get a copy of the book, go over to Amazon, type in 365 quotes to make you better. Get a copy of the book. You can get it on Kindle for even like less than $10. Go over to jnolandcoaching.net. Click on events. You can register for the event. You're going to need your order number. And you type in your order number, your Amazon order number. That gets you registered to the event. But Michelle, here's I did one more thing. Now, this is the crazy part to me. This is what gets me the most fired up because I'm building a tribe of people that are all about confidence. And I know, Michelle, you want to help promote and propel that for people in their lives. I'm going to do 365 Confidential, which is a club that's $97 a month that I will be charging. But for now, until the end of the month, as long as you got the book, you get in that camp and that club for free for an entire year. So I'm on a wave almost $1,200 for people to come in that club. Now, here's what happens. The book, I've got these powerhouse quotes that I coach myself with every day. I use these quotes in my life sometime or another throughout the year. I'm going to grab a quote. I'm going to blow the whistle. People are going to get notification. They'll be able to come into a private confidential platform, either live or they'll catch the recording because they'll be a member in the platform. And I'm going to rip on that quote for at least 10 minutes to where I bring that quote off that page right into your heart and into your life to give you even more tools, inspiration, and motivation to climb that confidence mountain. Michelle, I'm so excited about this. I'm so excited about having you on this show and watching you grow and blossom and what you become. Again, guys, I don't know what anybody's going to say. I didn't ask Michelle to say anything. I don't know what did I ask you to say anything?
Nope. You just said be ready.
Be ready, right? Did I give you any instructions? You got to say this or that. I have no clue what you're going to talk about. That's why I'm disclaiming everything. Anybody comes on the show, I don't have no clue what they're going to say. They're free to say what they want to say. They're Americans, or they're global citizens. This is what's so cool. As long as you live in a free country, guess what? You come on this show, have a good time, and I'm impressed by you and you becoming the woman you've become. What do you want to end with today, Michelle? This is your platform right now. You got people all over the world going to watch this. How do you want to send them off right here?
I want everybody to know, don't fear confidence. Don't fear or doubt yourself. You already fear I don't say you, but a lot of us fear already that other people are doubting us. people are not thinking we can do things, or just other people are thinking negative things. And this is just all things that we're manifesting ourselves. So if we already feel that everybody else is not for us, why not be for yourself? You have to live with yourself every single day. You have to look at yourself every single day in the mirror. You are the one who takes care of yourself. You are the one who takes care of your family. You are the one who raises your children. You are the one who are responsible for yourself. So don't fear confidence. A lot of us want to fear confidence because we're worried about what other people think. You worry about how other people think, you're always going to be stagnant and stay in the same position that you are. Break out, find out who you are. And I think you will be so shocked to see what you find. I never in my life thought I would write a book. I was the low grade of the totem pole when it came to grades. I, almost didn't pass in elementary school. And I make up jokes all the time when I misspell things. That's why I write children books, right? But it's okay to get out of your comfort zone. It's okay to be confident. Be confident for yourself. You never know who you're going to inspire. You never know who you're going to who you're going to what's the word? See, I'm a real person, right? I have no idea what I'm saying. Who you're going to prevent from maybe stopping themselves from saying, I don't want to move forward with this new goal. I don't want to move forward with intervention. I don't want to move forward with this new business. That new intervention, that new goal, that new business, that new creation could help somebody like you. And maybe because you did it, you inspired somebody else to. And now you're just having that pay it forward mindset for other people around you. So you don't realize that your confidence is not only helping yourself, it's helping other people around you. So just want to leave you with that, and go out and do it. You can. I'm nobody special. I'm a woman who lives in the high desert, right? I have 3 children. I have a life. I wake up, tired and hungry like everybody else. I need my coffee. I'm nobody special, as far as me being inhumane. I'm a human like everybody else. And I got out of my comfort zone and I got confident for myself. So,
Oh, man. Strong finish. Y'all know she finished that strong. Again, this is what this is all about, guys. This is what we're building. We're building a tribe of people from all walks of life, all different backgrounds, and we're going to embrace each other and promote each other and edify each other and lift each person up to help them become better. When you do that, I'm telling you, that's going to add to your confidence pieces. It's going to add to your whole. Now, here's what I want you to do. I want you to give it away. I want you to tag at least 5 people and let them hear about this video. I want you to challenge yourself. Can you get 5 people to get the book, 365 Quotes to Make You Better, to get them to the Confidence Base Camp? Can you give that away? Can you give it away by encouraging? That's what I mean. Can you encourage somebody to get plugged in to the tribe of confidence that we're building, people from everywhere? And can you get fired up about this Women's Empowerment Week? Fellas, y'all got to help me with this. Don't leave me out here by myself with all these women, these powerhouse women like Michelle. Don't leave me out here like this. Look at this logo. We got the Jay Noland Coaches Women's Empowerment Week coming up Monday, 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, every day. Monday through Saturday, we're going to run it. Powerhouse women coming on here. Don't y'all leave me here with all these powerhouse women, fellas. You got to come and help promote and lift these ladies up. Thank you, Michelle. You rocked this show today. We love you. We appreciate you. Those 3 beautiful children. We're here giving great energy to them. Tell them Uncle Jay loves them with all I got. And I want to continue to pour into other people's lives so they can have a better life, just like you have made a difference in my life today, Michelle. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Noel. I appreciate you. Thank you for having me on. And God bless.
Y'all know how we do it on Jay Talks. We're going to leave you with some jams here for a couple of minutes. We're fading out until the next show. Get ready. Jay was talking.